Hey guys, welcome back to another video. First things first, I would like to shout out Clever Squire, his YouTube channel, right here, Cleverblocks, youtube.com/@cleverblockst. Go check him out. He's amazing. Thank you so much for showing me this end strategy in Rocket Obby January. If you guys want to look at this... Actually, I should not show you guys in an actual lobby, but because I'm not consistent enough, but you just saw what I did. I'm assuming that looked a bit different to what January normally looks like, as you probably know. But if I so here you can see I came from here, and then I go here, and I'm looking at about this angle. If I shoot, and then bounce. So what I need to do is shoot the corner between... Okay, I'm just skill issued. I shoot the corner between these two blocks, right there. And then, hopefully, I need to land on the platform and press space to jump, obviously. And then I get a 1.8 second ending. And 1.6 is possible. I believe that like a high 1.5 is also possible. But I'm not completely sure about that. But you can kind of see how insane that is. I did make a video on doing the same thing, but from here, because I didn't know you could do it from the back. And instead of doing it the way that you're supposed to do it, I looped around and went to the red part like that, and then shot off the red, which is far slower. But apparently, what most people have been doing for this hard ending is what I just showed you right there. Instead of shooting at the corner, you shoot just at the floor. And get like a 2.2. A high 1.9 is possible. I think a low 1.9 is also possible, but it's a bit inconsistent. Or no, it's not inconsistent, but it's far more consistent than my strategy. Let's just say that. Except it is so much slower. Like, at max, it's 0.4 slower, which is completely insane. Actually, I can't be sure of that. I'm just gonna say 0.3 slower. But this strategy... Look at this. So my record here. It's 1.65. If I go onto this other map that Clever Squire also made, thank you, called January End, this is normal ending. I get 2.4. So I'm saving 0.8 seconds by doing that ending, if I do it perfectly. So that is completely insane. If I were on an 8.1 pace... Oh yeah, also, shout out to Black Shadow once again, because let's... Wait. Just a Black Shadow. Yeah. Actually, right, he didn't upload it because it was just a screenshot. But if you guys look at this, where is it? Right here, and then scroll down all the way. He got a 7.393 around, like, 4 hours after I uploaded my previous video. So, what I kind of need to do is be on an already good pace, like an 8.1 pace or faster, and then hit the insanely difficult end strategy. It may not look difficult because of that lobby, but that's because your angle is already preset to right here, basically. And you need to aim, like, here. It's very close to where you're already aiming. But in an actual run, if you just look at this, I'm going to start from /go26 to make it a bit simpler. I need to correct myself. And then also turn around perfectly. And get the correct amount of height. It's completely insane. If you're planning to hit that in an actual run. So, That's why I'm still gonna have difficulties getting the world record. And also, at some point, Black Shadow is going to start using this too. And if he's on a 7.3 pace and hits it, that's just already a 6.5. Think about that. 6.5 seconds in Rocket Obby January. That's like Rocket Obby Sheep times 2 years ago. That was like top 10 in Sheep 2 years ago. In January is a map that has a max which is 1.5 seconds slower than Sheep. So, like 1.5 seconds in 2 years, I guess. Sheep has improved quite a bit. But January is just progressing insanely quickly. Previously, like 8.2 was considered kind of insane. And that was not a year ago, definitely. It was like 6 months ago, 7 months ago, something like that. It was around half of a year ago. 8.2 was considered insane in January. And now we know that 6.5 is possible. Like, what? I hope my mic is on. If it isn't, that would be kind of really sad. Let's see. Okay, good. It is on. So now I'm just gonna go for this world record here. And if I get it, well, you're gonna need to watch to the end, because maybe I'll end the video right as I get it. That's pretty likely, to be honest. Because I don't know what else I would do once I get a world record. So 7.392 or faster is world record. And if I get 7.393, then I tied him. That would be really sad. I almost hit that. That was an actual run. Let that sink in. That could have been a PB of like 0.1. The issue is, I think I need to walk farther from the hole to reach the back wall than I do to do the normal end. I'm not completely sure on that, but it just feels a bit slower. So it might only be like a 0.6 time save, not a 0.8. And then I would need to be on 7.9 pace, which is already insanely good for me. And Black Shadow just averages 7.7, which, like, what? He averages my PB, and I'm second in the world. That's like me in Sheep levels, except he doesn't play even close to as much as I do in Sheep. He's just completely crazy good. Compared to me in Sheep, it's not even close. I have like 20 times his playtime in Sheep than he does in January. I think I have more playtime than him in January, to be honest. And he's just still not even close to being slower than me. Once again, check out his YouTube channel. I might put it in the description. I'm definitely putting Clever's channel in the description because he was the one who showed me this ending strategy. I actually did not know about this previously. Or I had heard about it, but I had never, like, seen it. Or seen how good it could be. Okay, so I was at after 6 seconds there. And the ending strategy from that jump, it should only take 0.8. Or maybe 0.9. So I guess I was on pace for something faster than 7.8 there, if I hadn't messed up. And it was definitely like 7.6-ish, I believe. But the thing about this ending strategy is that at some point you're just gonna mess it up so many times that you just get used to messing it up there. And you'll stop being... what's that? The cognitive associative phase of learning. That's what it's called. Basically, there's the... what is it called? It's like the automative... I completely forget. But there are the two main stages of learning. The one where you just continue doing what you were doing and just keep retrying, and the one where you try correcting yourself. And you want to always be in the state where you're trying to correct your mistakes. And that's really difficult with a strategy where you fail 99.9% of the time. Why did I reset there? Like, for this strategy, even this strategy, it's pretty difficult to stay in the cognitive associative phase. Like, I need to not reset until I die, or until something like that happens. I need to correct myself. Even just for the start, which is far more consistent. So that time, I need to aim higher. The main issue with this is that you don't get there at least 95% of your attempts. I think that's the... Oh, that's too bad. I think that's the most difficult part to stay in the cognitive associative phase. If you don't get there very often, you don't remember exactly what your angle needs to be the next time. Or you don't remember that you need to correct it. Because you don't remember what it was originally. So, like, a little higher than what? What was I aiming at that time? That was kind of close, as you guys saw. Now I'm kind of just talking about psychology terms. I did a research project on learning. Well, on expertise specifically. And that's how I know all this stuff. Most of my info is was semi-outdated, though. It was from, like, 2005, 2010. And, like, some of the pieces of info have actually been disproved. But luckily, I haven't talked about any of those pieces of info, so we're fine. Because the important parts are still true. Yeah, like that time, what I need to do is not try not looking straight just because I'm a few blocks off. I need to look straight and then correct myself with keystrokes. That sounded kind of funny, to be honest. It sounded like I had to make myself look like I was not gay, which is... it's kind of funny, because... Oh, wait, you can't see it in my skin. I need to... What's the... It's not Z. It's N. Okay, yeah. But I have long hair in my skin, because I have long hair. So, that's kind of hilarious. Okay, Clever Squire just actually messaged me. I wonder what he was saying. I'm not gonna look, just in case he doesn't want DMs to be shown, but... Or actually his Discord. That's really sad. That was terrible. Plus, I think I landed on a block that I should have died on, so... It's a good thing I didn't finish that run. I think that I was at 8 seconds by the final jump, which would have meant that it wasn't even a sub 8.8 pace. You know what? I'm just gonna pause the recording. If I know how to do that. Okay, so he actually just, realized that he could play for a bit longer, so now the lobby is unlocked, so he can join. Okay, I'm just gonna... If he would like to give an explanation, then he can. If he wouldn't, then he doesn't need to. I would say the most important, I would say the most important thing to learning strategies like this is to practice it not fully alone if it's something like this. But you want to practice it with the transition between the sections of the run. So I would recommend starting from /go26. Also, read the chat because he's talking about the strat. But the most important thing is that you get down the transition. Or, no, it's the second most important thing. The first most important thing is that you know how to do the strategy. But the second most important thing is that you can perform it with what you would have in an actual run, which would be this. So I think that's what I'm just going to keep practicing. And if I hit some insane run, I will post a video. You both are... Oh, really? So Black Shadow also... So Black Shadow has a chance to just obliterate my record if I break his. Okay, yeah, so that time I didn't walk forward far enough. You just need to make these tiny little corrections every time you make a mistake. That time I walked forward for too long, but I was also on the wrong block, so... So that was good, except my shot angle wasn't very good. He's asking if I've gotten any completed runs, by the way. No, haven't even gotten any from /go26. If you guys are still watching, if you want to get a really good time, or specifically if you want to get world record, if you want to get a really good time, watch my other Rocket Obby January video. It's called Easy Top 10 in Rocket Obby January blocks.io. Because that is a much simpler ending strat. It just uses this one. If I don't mess it up, but you see the idea. Okay, that one was very close, as you guys probably could tell. A few days, maybe a week or two. So he's saying that for either Black Shadow or I to get a good run, or for him, in fact. I was kind of, clever. If you're watching this video, you should, try and get, like, a sub 5 in Sheep, because you are definitely capable of it. Like, you've got the mechanics. Okay, that was really sad, but... Yeah, so the reason for that, even though I'm able to do it probably 1 in 5, 1 in 10 attempts on the practice map, which just lets you start from there, it's so much harder in an actual run because of the angle correction. Like, that time I didn't walk forward far enough, but you need to angle yourself completely perfectly for this. Wow, that was kind of close. Not for me, but for him. If you are watching what he's doing as well. He just hit it, I think. I'm not completely sure, but it took him like 4 attempts probably, considering his time. Oh, that was so close. I think my dad is calling me or something. Come on. Okay, I'm going to pause the recording. I'll come back in a minute. For you, it'll take 0 time at all. Okay, I'm back. I know that took less than half a second, but for you, it took less than half a second. For me, it took 2 minutes. Okay, what am I doing? That's too bad. Nope. Why am I doing so well at the middle now, and then messing up falling down a hole? It's not that difficult to fall down a hole. Oh, that was kind of close. Or no, he actually hit it. I'm kind of surprised it didn't look like he was going to hit it, but okay, good job. But he doesn't do it with the corner strategy, he just does it off of the floor. That was terrible. Okay, so I think at this point, it's just so insanely difficult. Oh wait, he just hit the start. That was impressive. That was a fast start that he just hit. Also, crazy thing about Cleverest BB, this was his first completed run with the, like, fast start, with this wall bounce. Because, like, originally people would do this, and then bounce off there if they just lock in. Something that I'm incapable of doing. Locking in. Okay, yeah, but I think that this strategy is so difficult, and it's gonna take me so long to complete it, that I just have no need to record this one video for right now. So I am going to pause this video here and create another video if I... no way. Of all of the times to hit it, it was recording the outro. Okay, anyways, after that horrible timing of hitting it not in an actual run, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good one.